So I was going through the comments of one of my videos the other day, and I noticed this comment here, where the viewer asked if I could make a one-story family home. With growing together out, everyone's loving the new family dynamics, so why not build a family home? But I can understand if you don't like two-story homes, so let's build a one-story home. Welcome to our single-story family home build. This is going to be a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, beautiful family home for any legacy challenge, any growing together family, or just any normal Sims household. You have room to expand your family if you do want to build a basement or if you want to build up. That is your choice. The viewer that left in my comments did want a single story home, and personally, I rather play in a single story home because as a YouTuber who films content based off of Sims scenarios and legacy challenges and Let's Plays, filming in a one-story home is so much easier. Sometimes I won't even have the front of my home on there. So I wanted this home to have a big farm porch in the front, brick flooring and like brick stairs, but a beautiful door in the front with large set windows on either side of this door and smaller matching windows on the side. It's just really nice detail when it comes to just having the eye follow different characters of the house. I mean, I'm pretty close to the front of the property because it is a 30 by 40 lot, so it is a little squished, but it's okay. You could move this house to any other lot in any other world that you may have, and it should work just as well. Now, when I went to go roof this house, I try to always think of like realistic characteristics of a roof. A roof is meant to like protect your home, shed water, and if you have snow, shed snow, not get ice dams, that type of stuff. So the pitch is super important. Here I wanted all one pitch and for most of the house, and then I wanted to switch around this front piece here. And like, it's not functional, but it looks great. Because if you did have like a little attic in real life, that's pretty much where it would be, right? In that big main central part of the house. And in true fashion of building, I had these two roof lines that didn't match up, so I had to hide them with a little beautiful feature that I like to call a chimney. Of course, everyone knows what a chimney is, but I didn't know if I actually wanted this chimney in my build, but the house didn't look correct from that angle, so I had to throw it in there. Now, I don't know at this point if I'm going to actually put a fireplace in the build. I end up doing that, spoiler alert. Overall, I'm really happy the way the chimney came out, and I'm glad I added it, because if not, that would have really bothered me, those two roof lines. So we are going to do a room tour at the end of this video, so stay tuned to see how I decorated the inside of it, because it is beautiful. But when you first walk in through that door, you're in the middle of the living room, very nice. Straight ahead will be your kitchen, very open concept. And my favorite feature of this house is how the rooms are split up. If you go to the left, you're going to have the main bedroom that has its ensuite bathroom, walk-in closet, and also the laundry and the half bath is over on that side of the house. And split from the kitchen and living room on the other side of the house, to the right when you walk in, would be your two other main bedrooms. So these can be, you know, your kids' bedrooms, or maybe one of your parents is staying with you, or a guest bedroom, depending if you're just starting your family or whatnot. I mean, this is more for the growing together pack, right? So maybe you're having twins, congratulations. So now you have these two rooms that can really benefit you and your family and allow you to grow. But I do like that, like the main like adult bedroom is to the left and the children's bedrooms are to the right. I just feel like it creates great separation, and as your kids grow, that's better too. Where families can come together in the middle of the house, the heart of the home, with the kitchen, the living room. I think it just adds that much more characteristics to this home. But we'll definitely see that more as we do a room tour. But back to the build in the outside, right? Landscaping. Super important to every build, because I know building takes a long time, and this house took me about 3+ hours to build, including furnishing the inside. So take your time with the outside landscaping. It really brings that house to be beautiful, and it really makes all the other neighbors envious at the front, because, you know, you could build the most beautiful box, right, and decorate your box, but you need like the flair of the building. Then plants and terrain paint and sconces, plants on the porch, chairs on the porch, like roof details, foundation details. These things matter. I mean, they're already built in tools to the game. Why not use them? Definitely play around with your options. Definitely plants, scale them up, scale them down, and have fun with it. That's the most important part of building any home or even just playing The Sims. It's so creative. The Sims really let you express yourself, whether that's in the cast system, the building system, and just with all the details that you can add to the game. And on that note, the outside's done. Let's check out the inside. See all the details that I added there. So I apologize on how dark this came out. I always forget to put lights in when I'm just playing by myself. Because I'm always like, oh, I guess I should be recording this. I am recording this. Totally forgot to put lights in the setup. So anyway, here's the kitchen. We picked cabinets from the home decorator pack. I really like how everything comes out. That fridge and that oven, that's from the new Growing Together pack. It's really kind of like 50s housewives. Love it. I also like adding knickknacks to all my kitchen setups. Definitely a paper towel holder, something to hold your utensils. That's true to life. I really like these cabinets. They're simple, they're elegant, and you also can create that beautiful, like, custom built-in fridge setup that I have on the left there. Adding those cabinets and stacking them and then throwing a fridge in there with move objects on definitely helps. If you have, like, the knickknacks, it adds details. I put a flower bouquet on the table there, fancy chairs. But now I gotta add all the doors to the rest of the house and move on to other areas. Because I don't like to completely finish a room and then move on. I like to jump around a little bit to just see what the house speaks to me for. You got this obnoxiously large TV because we're rich. And then, I like to add this little shelf in because you can get that memory box that's in the Growing Together pack. Some other little knickknacks. I like being able to fill these shelves with different items and decor and clutter. Gotta have a tissue box in your living room. I don't know if your household is always sick. Mine is. So tissues are usually something I put in my build. I always love that little lamp from the Werewolves pack. It's one of those special lights that's not just like a light. It actually, when it's in a child's bedroom and it's on, it stops your child from having nightmares or having monsters under the bed. So dual effect. I love that it floats and whatnot. This is our half bath. Definitely took out the window here because I just don't have enough room. Like, I can't have a mirror in front of a window. It just doesn't work that well. Then I jumped into the laundry room. Just some basic stuff. Some of your cleaning materials. Some, like a hamper or two, and just move on. So now we're working on the main bedroom's bathroom. I like using the single shower instead of having a stall and then creating my own kind of walk-in shower look. So what I do is I create walls and I put these windows up and then I delete the walls to create just a beautiful glass shower that's super functional for your Sims. And then I like having the single door toilet, even though it is a clear door. Traditionally, a couple would be using this bathroom, so you have some privacy, but in a couple, sometimes you don't have privacy, so that's okay. I always like using these large format mirrors to create a large mirror that you would normally see in a vanity, because the Sims don't really have a great selection of mirrors that I like to use. I wish I could do a dual vanity here, but I just didn't want to use all that space up, so I did a single sink. Added some decor, a little rug, and then we move on to the main bedroom. I kind of offset the bed a little bit so that it wasn't just in the middle of the room. I like a little offset because the room, you would like to walk into a bigger space than you would see instead of having a squish space on both sides. Adding a TV into a bedroom because that's practical, right? Most American homes actually have that, which is great. A beautiful rug. And since this bedroom has a walk-in closet, we don't need a lot of like wardrobe space. We don't need a lot of bureaus, not a lot of mirrors within the room itself. Just some family photos, a few knickknacks. And don't forget to add your curtains. They're in the game for a reason. Most houses need them so your neighbors can't just see into what's going on in your bedroom or your bathroom. I usually forget them in my sim build, so I was very proud of myself to actually putting one in. And now here I'm working on the Jack and Jill bathroom that these two bedrooms share. So this is the opposite side of the house where you're going to have, in this build we're doing an infant room and a teenager's room because, whoops, even though our parents had a kid in high school, they got pregnant again. Oh well. So technically, the teenager would only be using this bathroom for a few years by themselves, and maybe they moved out before their younger sibling was actually able to use this. But when they become toddlers, they should learn how to potty train this room. So I put the little, small toilet in there. And now we're going to move on to the infant room, which if you have Growing Together, you get a bunch of new beautiful items that came with the pack. This item here, the changing table that you see, this is actually a custom content piece from someone in my Discord. If you want to join the Discord, link is in the description down below. They are an awesome content creator, and they've got some really beautiful swatches for this item here. You always have to add a little rocking chair into a child's room, just kind of like a nursing chair. I also like to add a bookcase in every one of my Sims children's bedrooms. It just adds a little detail because, like, in my daughter's bedroom, we have a nice little bookcase for her, and reading at night is one of her favorite things, so why wouldn't I add it into my Sims build? And now we're moving on to the teenager room, where most of the items in this room are going to be from the high school years pack. Because, in my opinion, the high school years pack had the best teen items that you could ever ask for. You get these beautiful chairs, beds, posters, tapestries, rugs, and just computer setups, RBG lighting, you name it. I feel like the items in the high school pack were definitely on par with where most packs need to be, especially this funky mirror. I love it. Curtains that are cute and sheer. Any teen would love to have this. This is more of maybe a female's room, but you never know. You can always change the RBG, you can change the swatches, and boom, switch it over to any identifying person. I like to add another computer in the family home. I didn't really have room on this build to put an office, so computer in the living room, that's all right. And I did add a fireplace into this finally. I used the new fireplace from the high school years pack. And I think it came out beautiful. I mean, it's not the greatest place to actually have a fireplace between the two bedrooms, especially right outside of an infant room, but it's not the main focal point of that large open concept area. It's kind of the afterthought of putting it in. Maybe it's partially for aesthetics when you're walking out of the main larger bedroom. I like to add a lot more of those new picture frames that came with the high school pack because you can actually just put them on the walls and later just slide your photos into it. It allows you to add more customization to your game and your house by having your own Sims plastered all over the walls. Finally, the last thing I tend to do is all the wall colors. Because I don't like to base something off the wall color. I just like to go and just start throwing stuff in the room, trying to find a theme, a feel. And then once I've decided what all the swatches are for the items, then I find a wallpaper or paint that matches, because honestly, there's more swatches of those. And then here I adjusted the roof a little bit more because I was unsatisfied with what it looked like, but oh well. Also, the new Growing Together pack comes with these awesome kid bikes, 7 to be exact, a little excessive if you say so myself. And I added this cute little fence around it with a little gate, just so that we can protect our bikes a little bit. I mean, we're in the suburbs. We don't really need to do that, but it adds a nice touch. And here it is, our beautiful 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, San Sequoia family, single floor home. So if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more Sims 4 content. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.